Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, July 27th, 2025. And right now it is around 3:40 in the morning. I've started my walk at 3:34 because I thought it would be fun to try a challenge today, which is to walk 18 miles by 8 o'clock in order to escape the heat. So today the high is 92. Tomorrow is, I think, 92 also, and then 95, and then 94. I don't know, but we are in a heat wave in Iowa. And right now it is 73 degrees, but it's so humid, it feels like it's 75. So it's 95% humidity. So anyway, I just thought, well, when I was a runner, I would have to wake up really early to get all my miles in. So I thought, well, today let's wake up at 3 o'clock, get ready to go, and start walking at 3:30 and see if I can get in 18 miles in 4.5 hours by 8 o'clock. So this will be a fun adventure. So let's go for a walk. It's been so wet and rainy lately that I've noticed these mushrooms are growing everywhere, which is kind of cool. I don't normally see that. I'm right by the John Deere plant in Ankeny. I think it's a plant. But anyway, this looks really pretty with their trees. And then their property is lit up in the background. And there are some stars out, so it's a clear morning. Go away, raccoon. So here is that cute little building with a restroom at the High Trestle Trail. So it took me about 4 hours, 4 miles to get to the High Trestle Trail. A little bit more than that, but I'm not exactly sure how much. It's like 4:38 and I started at 3:34, or it's 4:38. So here's the High Trestle Trail. I know this is really riveting footage I'm getting right now. And I don't usually get to see any stars around here. We have quite a bit of light pollution from Des Moines. And so I don't know if you can see them. And I still have light pollution here. Maybe I'll get an even better view, but it's nice to see them. One neat thing about walking so early in the morning without the sun's influence is that you can feel the varying degrees of temperature change. So as I walked into this kind of green tunnel, it became significantly cooler, probably just a couple degrees, but it makes such a difference, and it just feels heavenly in here. Okay, this is what it looks like at 5 in the morning. It's so humid, my glasses are fogging up. So it's still pretty dark and I'm using my flashlight. And I don't know, let's see, I'm trying to get the moisture in the air to see if you can see all that moisture. Again, it's like 95% humidity. So, it's only like 73 degrees. And if it weren't humid, that would be just fine, but it's so humid. Okay, so here, see all that? That is just moisture and fog right in front of the camera. But then you can see too, this is what it looks like at about, I don't know, 5:10. But yeah, it's just really bizarre out with all this moisture. And this is kind of a neat view. Those trees are kind of poking through the fog. So the stars are starting to disappear except for the North Star. And it is getting lighter, but I'm still using my flashlight. Mostly because in case a biker comes up behind me. I have seen one at 4:55, a biker zipped by me. So I just want to make sure I'm plenty visible so I don't get run over. It's starting to get lighter. It's almost 5:30 now. My turnaround time is about 5:49 because I think in this weather I walk about a 15-minute mile. And so I started at 3:34, so at 5:49 I should be at the 9-mile mark and then ready to turn around. So the weirdest thing about walking in the dark is that it seems like it's free miles, and I've talked about that in another, like I think when I walked this high Trestle trail video. And I don't know why, but your mind is just like asleep still. So the miles go by really fast, and for some reason you don't even think about it. So that's really, really cool. And then, 8 o'clock my walk will be done, and then I have the rest of the day to do what I want. But it's just such a beautiful, foggy morning. I'm eating my snack, but here's the oasis. And it's almost 6. And I'm sure that was 9 miles. Well, I kind of look like a wet noodle, but it's just a beautiful morning. I wasn't expecting this. It was so hot and humid on the 4 miles through town, but this path has been so cool, and it says it's 71 still. So I've just been having the best time. I feel really good. It's probably about 6:30, and so I've gone about 12 miles. And I just feel great. And this is, at the end of my walk today, I will have walked 60 miles this week. So I'm not on fresh legs at all. But I feel really good. Sometimes it's good to always keep your legs loose. You actually feel better and in better shape than if you rest. And then like that lactic acid builds up, and I don't know, you just end up feeling stiffer. But, the other thing I wanted to talk about is that sometimes the conditions feel really horrible, but if you just stay out in them, your body adjusts and it gets used to it and it gets easier. So keep that in mind, because this morning when I left my house, I thought, this is not a good idea at all. It is way too hot and humid, but my body adjusted and now it feels great. Okay, it's almost 7 in the morning, so that's where the sun is. And I'm kind of coming back into Ankeny. It's been really hot and we're gonna go through a heat wave this week, but next Saturday, the high is only 78 degrees. So I am planning to do another trail. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do a little road trip and find another rail to trail bike path that I haven't taken yet. So stay tuned. I'm super excited to finally get back to it. Okay, here's that building I showed you before in the dark. So I just got off the high Trestle trail. All right, I'm on my last mile, but this is just kind of a pretty area. Okay, well, I have about half a mile left, if that. My heart app is not accurate, so unless it catches up later, I'll take a screenshot of it. But it's 8 o'clock, and I believe I have walked 17 and a half miles, and so it'll take about 8 minutes or so to get back home. So I got 18 miles then by probably 8:08 or so. So I was pretty close, and so I've learned a couple things that I'd like to share. One is about those free miles. When you walk in the dark, it is so pleasant and calm and cool compared to when the sun comes up. So I don't know if it's just me, but my brain just erases anything I do before the sun comes up. So I suggest trying that out. And then also, you know, sometimes these are just the things you need to do to escape the heat. So I feel like if I were to walk past 8 o'clock today or much further past, I would just be so hot, and I don't think that's good for me. I know some people love to walk and run and bike in the heat. If you're one of those people, let me know in the comments. But I am not one of those people. And I'm almost 50, and so I get a lot of hot flashes anyway. So I don't need to be like extra hot. But anyway, this was really fun. I can't do this all the time because I did lose a good night of sleep. But once a week, or just to escape the heat, try waking up really early in the morning and knocking out your walk or your run or your bike ride. It's really rewarding. I love that for most people, the day is just starting. And for me, I've already gone 18 miles. So I think that's really fun and cool. So I encourage you to give it a shot. So anyway, so next week I'll be on a new trail. So look forward to that. And I hope you have a good week. And thanks for walking with me.